Welcome, guys, gals, and weirdos alike to another episode of the Rant, or the second episode. A new series on the Border Hoppers podcast where me, my co-host, or anyone in our team ever feels like they want to rant about something or talk about something so much or something they dearly love or really like or really enjoy, where these kinds of episodes would be like whenever they can rant about it, they can talk a lot about it. It doesn't matter how much or how little they want to talk about it. It's just whatever they want to come up with, or something they really wanted to talk about so badly, but they can't on like the normal episode we have where we have a lot of people. And this is more like you the fans could give some answers. We have like question or like anything we say wrong. You can correct us in like the comment section on the YouTube or on Spotify. Yeah, this is where just mostly we talk about anything we would like to talk about, and rant about that for half an hour, 45 minutes. It's like again, it's like a placeholder for like new episodes. But yeah, and again, sorry for like the lack of episodes for like normal episodes. We're still talking with our team. Some people are kind of busy, some others aren't, and so it's like a really unbalanced kind of situation right now. But besides that, we're working our best on making new episodes for you guys, like the normal episodes, because we really want to show those out because they're really good too. And for the next episode, we're gonna have a new special guest as well. Uh, and yeah. Anyways, again to today's episode, if you've seen on the title, we're gonna be talking about Spider-Man, and would there ever be a second or like a different ending aside from like the ending of the movie, right? The No Way Home. If you guys have seen Spider-Man No Way Home, the trilogy of Spider-Man or Tom Holland Spider-Man, it's really good, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. My favorite still has to be Tobey Maguire, but that's besides the point. We're talking about Tom Holland Spider-Man, right? Like the newest movie, it ends with Tom Holland or Peter Parker actually just erasing MJ's like brain, right? Or telling or just protecting her in some way, right? He made it that she would not remember anything about him to protect her. And that shit made me cry. I saw the movie like 3, 4 different times, and it still makes me tear a tear. Like I don't know why. It's just so sad. Like we're going back to that same part, and it's so sad. Like I hate the fucking movie. But for the trilogy, before we talk more about the second ending or the second ending, I would like a little bit of background of Tom Holland or Tom Holland's Spider-Man trilogy. Okay, I would say the first movie, Homecoming, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it would be a really really good movie, but it's alright. Like it's fine how like they introduced like Tom Holland or Tom Holland Spider-Man. Not as bad, but at the same time, it came in 2017. There wasn't much like, oh man, we supposed to do this or we're supposed to do that. But Spider-Man, no, Homecoming was not as bad. I didn't like it, but I would watch it again. But it wouldn't be my like my number one Spider-Man. But my favorite Spider-Man movie I watched, and like I can tell you dearly that I would watch over and over again, would have to be Spider-Man Far From Home. Because holy shit, I don't know what it's in what the movie is about. Not really. I watched it, but I mean I don't know what's like the reason of why I like the Far From Home movie. It's so good. It like it's so many like plot holes and like a lot of problems, and they always like face it too. And my favorite part about it, and call me weird, right? But I love how MJ and Peter Parker actually got together in the movie. Like I was screaming with joy. I was excited how like they actually got together. Like I knew they were gonna get together either way. Like MJ, Peter Parker. It's just common sense, right? But still felt like they were gonna do something and make them not be together. So sad, but either way, I was still happy like how they introduced them as a couple. And talking about the couples too, Spider Man or Tom Holland, Zendaya and Tom Holland are actually dating in real life. If like some of you guys didn't know, like I think most people know about it. If you guys ever heard about like the Spider Man lore, the Zendaya and Peter Parker, Zendaya and what's it called? What's his name? God damn it, Tom Holland and Zendaya are actually dating in real life. I don't know how long, but I'm happy for them. I'm really happy that they're dating. Either way. And then the newest movie, No Way Home, is really good. I'm telling you, I cried with it for some reason. That's like the one of the only movie I cried. That and Wally, but We don't talk about Wally. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, No Way Home, really good movie. I love the trilogy that they have now. And talking about the trilogy, uh, supposedly they were gonna make a new movie, right? And it was supposed to star Venom, like a new villain, Venom. Like the same problem happened when with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. How like they introduced too many characters just for them not to make a third movie. It's like third movie, just because Sony or no, I don't know if it was Sony or Samsung, but one of the two companies that I think they backed off, and it was kind of sad. Like, why would they fucking back off? It was a really good movie. Like Andrew Garfield was a good like a good actor for Spider-Man. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was good. Tobey Maguire too on top, but you get the point. Anyways, back to the main topic of this episode. So you know how in No Way Home, in one scene of the Spider-Man movie, right, where Doctor Strange is making that spell to like erase people's memories about Peter Parker being Spider-Man. There could have been a second ending, right? Like during the whole movie, he fucked up the spell, blah blah. And you know how like Doctor Strange actually made a box for it to like get it stuck there, and just one button it just erases everything, makes the spell go back. There was one button where you just click on it, and boom, you make the whole world come back to how it was the first time. And so, yeah, that was supposed to happen, but because like the movie had to go in a plot hole, it had to go in that different direction instead of going at that direction of the movie it was supposed to. Or did I say that right? Either way, like I was saying, the button you're supposed to click that button, and boom, all the problems are gone, all the villains are gone. Spider-Man would go back to college for lying a little bit, but no, he thought of feeling sympathy for the villains even after they were about to kill him. Like even Green Goblin. Like if I ever see an elf riding in a fucking hoverboard, I hate Christmas. Why would I want that? I would have killed them. I would have killed Green Goblin, even though sure it would be kind of a boring movie if they didn't kill or didn't do anything with them. But either way, I'm still pissed off how the movie ended. He was supposed to tap it, right? Uh, yeah, he was. I was really enraged after like that part of the movie. Did not want to watch it again. I kept watching it the way, right? I like seeing the parts of the movie. That was one part of the movie I always skipped, and I kind of feel bad. Call me a hater, but I always skip what's it called? Aunt May's death all the time. It's like it's too long and it gets too quiet. Like it's uncomfortable. Like I'm seeing someone die, sure, and I just feel sympathy. I did the first time I watched it, right? But after like the second, third time, I'm like, damn, she died. I don't want to watch this part again. It's like because it's nothing like there's not much of like action going on. It's just Peter Parker actually just crying. And have you seen the other movies? The other Spider-Man movies where one of the family members dies, right? But they don't just like make it so awkward and silent. They actually give it a reasoning or like some sort of action in it. That's one of the things I hated about it. But call me a hater though. But he could have just clicked the button, right? And all the problems he had, like his aunt dying, not going to college, being unmasked, and what's it called? Getting in trouble for something he didn't do. Like he could look, and even Doctor Strange gave him time to like actually, not like fuck around and just click the button, right? Like goddamn it, fucking Peter Parker, you could have done something right, but no, you didn't. And I've been so pissed off about it. Like I'm saying, like I said again, he Doctor Strange gave Peter Parker enough time to actually like do like Doctor Strange actually gave him time to get like beat up some of the villains, and the administrator for MIT to actually give him a second chance, and his friends as well give him a second chance. His girlfriend and Ned could have gotten a second chance, right? And his life was doing great for a little bit. But because of Aunt May, and she said, no, they're bad guys, but you can change that. Anything is possible. Or so I don't remember like the specific part of that movie or the scene. But I'm just saying, if he clicked the button a minute before and not try to beat up Doctor Strange, we could have still had Aunt May. He still could have got into MIT. He still could have had his girlfriend and Ned and be unmasked to them and the people he loved, right? But no, he had to fight Doctor Strange and actually beat him up and like actually helped the villains, and I felt good at the end of the movie. Like Green Goblin actually being a nice person. Like I was even surprised. I was like, what? Like I don't like Green Goblin is one of my favorite villains from the Spider-Man verse. So saying that he became a better person, that shit still hurt me. But it was like really interesting though. I love the movie though. But like I was saying again, if he could have just clicked that button, he could have made all of his problems go away. But did he? No, he did not. Just for him to fuck it up at the end. Oh. But either way, he could have done something right. But in life, you can't have much shit. So yeah, again, fucking Spider-Man. But before anything else, I'm gonna rant a little bit more about Spider-Man. Now that I have this episode for myself this time again. Yeah, Spider-Man is such a fucking good character. Like since like young, I've always loved Spider-Man. He was such an awesome character. Like I loved him from the start and from the end. I love the whole saving villains, the Spider-Man guy, Peter Parker, the love lives. Like I love Spider-Man. Ooh, and talking about Spider-Man, this episode is gonna be just a whole Spider-Man episode, and I'm glad about that. I'm gonna use all this time for just to make my Spider-Man episode one of my favorite episodes as well. So my favorite Spider-Man from all three has to be Tobey Maguire, because the only Spider-Man who can actually shoot webs without having a like web fluid or like his web shooters. I think yeah, I love him so much. He was like the first every time I actually met Spider-Man, not in person, right? I've never met any of them in person, but I mean the first ever Spider-Man I've seen on the TV. We never had cable growing up as much. We were kind of broke at that time. We kind of are now, but we're still working on it. Um. So yeah, remember it was coming out of the cable, right? Shit was funny. I not funny, but it was so interesting. I was like, damn, I want to be like this guy when I'm old. And now after seeing the human spider, I don't want to ever become fucking Spider. That shit was scary. If you guys heard of it, I'm trying to see if it's that's the right movie. The human spider thing. No, it's not the human spider. What was it called? Oh no. So the spider. Oh no. I've never ever wanted to be Spider-Man ever again after now I haven't seen in the movie, but heard about the movie The Spider, like the equivalent of Spider-Man, but if he was man spider, the spider. After that, I did not want to ever become Spider-Man, but I love Spider-Man as like as a character and as not as the actor playing it. I love Spider-Man a lot. So like the first time I ever saw Tobey Maguire on the screen, it was really fun. I loved it too. It was such a great day too. But and then after that, my whole Spider-Man obsession came out of nowhere. But I don't have a weird obsession like my weird obsessions from TLC. That shit. I'm not that kind of person. But I did buy a suit, some plushies, my keychain thing. I have that too. Uh, I have some posters as well. Yeah, yeah, I have like one portrait kind of, and like one little comic portrait thing, and some stickers. But and a piggy bank. It makes me sound like I'm really obsessive. But anyways, yeah. Either way, Spider-Man is always such a thing that I've always loved, like and adored too. But anyways, back to the actors. Tobey Maguire has been one of my favorites. It's like from his like all of his movies. The third one wasn't my favorite, but the first and second were really nice. The third was fun too because like it introduced Venom and how they killed him, and maybe that's how Brock got his body. You never know. Maybe they're intertwined. I haven't gotten too much in the lore. I made researches about this and make a second episode for this episode, but the things I've heard, I haven't researched about like how if that could have been a possibility. Like, how they killed Venom in the third movie. Maybe you never know, right? Because Venom could have been another character or another villain in the second movie, right? So in the first movie, or I mean in the first plot, I would say for Venom would be when he dies from the sound, right? It explodes. You never because it's a lot of like liquid, right? Venom is like a lot of liquid. What happens if that shit just went off somewhere and just became more and more? It could have recovered somehow. I don't know, but it could have recovered, right? And in the second movie, it got stuck inside one like capsule. In the second movie, if you or in Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, for the second movie for Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. It was in a capsule. I 100% know it was in a capsule. If I'm wrong, then correct me. But I was right. I'm 100% fucking confident it was. And then you know how and then Venom, the action movie, the capsule was inside of a truck, and you know everything, whatever the fuck, everything happened. Um, just saying that capsule could have came from there, not from that. You know, the whole series could have been in one, or the whole movie parodies or the whole movie timeline could have been in one together, instead of making like the different universes. They could have been in the same country, right, or the same Earth. You know how Tom Holland and Venom are kind of intertwined into the same multiverse, or same multiverse. They're in together. And then again, and I keep hating on the fucking Venom 2, I think, or yeah, Venom 2, or no, I'm not sure if it was Venom, or Let There Be Carnage, but one of the two movies, it kind of introduced the villain arc of Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man, and Venom. Oh, I hated how they just did not give a fuck about it and just left it to the dust and not think about it. Because if you seen the new trailer for Venom, what's it called? Venom. So Venom, The Last Dance. Holy shit! After watching the fucking trailers, I can tell you, wow, but it's a really cool trailer. I cannot forget about the horse. That shit was cool. Like a dinosaur. Damn. Anyways, like I was saying, yeah. I hit out. They just took it to the dust and not introduced Spider-Man. Could have been into like a whole. He could have been in the Avengers, but nah, dumbass didn't want to go to the fucking Avengers. Ugh. It's funny about Spider-Man. And then my second favorite Spider-Man has to be Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Um, I love Andrew Garfield. Like, a lot of people simp for him, and I don't care. But a lot of people think he's really good. He's a really good, or like the best actor. I wouldn't say he's the best Spider-Man, but he's not the worst either, right? I would say Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland, because Tom Holland still only has like, I would say, because I'm more of like I'm more of the like other people, the other kind of people who watch the older ones, and like the new ones not like more fun for me, in a way. I would say like more modern. Like the Tobey Maguire, I mean Tom Holland's movies, they aren't modern, but they're modern, and I say that it's not a bad thing, right? But I grew up more with Andrew Garfield Spider Man and Tom Holland's, and I mean Tobey Maguire is Spider Man, so in a way, I really grew up with them more than Tom Holland, so I have more connection with them. So I would say Tom Holland would have been in the third place in my opinion. Either way, again, yes, Spider Man. I'm not obsessive, right? But I like Spider-Man. It's like one of my favorite ever my favorite ever superhero. I've always grown up with Spider-Man. Loved it from the start when I was a kid too, and still like it too now. But again, thank you again for sticking around this whole episode. I really am glad that you guys actually stayed. Um, I would talk more about Spider Man, but I still gotta make more research about the stuff they've like the whole timeline has. Like there was one time I kept watching the full fucking from the start of I think it was from the first Spider Man movie, or Tobey Maguire's movie. I kept watching from that. I watched all of the Spider Man movies, and I connected with the Endgame and Avengers Endgame, I think, or Infinity War and Endgame. Both of them I kept watching with Spider Man. So I did like I think an 18-hour long marathon of movies. Not in the same day though. I'm not that stupid, but I'm not that smart either. So I kept watching the whole movies. It was really fun. But yeah, connected a lot with them. It was really fun. Love that. Anyways, again, thank you guys so much for sticking around. I will keep working with my team, trying to make more of the episodes come out more or earlier a little bit, because we have more editors now. And again, thank you to my team as well. Love all of you guys. Thank you for the hard work y'all putting in for me. Thank you again so fucking much. And another thing, please stick around a little bit more. We will be posting an actual episode for the Border Hoppers podcast. We will be posting the one of the episodes one of these days. keep looking or keep waiting for that episode to pop out. But thank you again, guys, for the all the good things you said about us, or all the likes, the subs, the following. Thank you guys on Spotify as well. I've checked on our Spotify and 36 followers. Like, I'm so happy. Like, thank you guys so much for like following it. You didn't have to, and I really appreciate it a lot too. Thank you for the 36 followers on Spotify on the podcast, and on YouTube. Thank you again for the 15 subscribers. If you guys can, share the podcast with a lot of people, like if that's like their kind of podcast. But again, thank you guys so much. We really enjoy making these episodes. I mostly like that because it's always been a dream of mine. Uh, but again, thank you guys so much. Again, stick around for new episodes. We're gonna be posting on Spotify, YouTube Music. Okay, talking about that too. Our podcast is on Spotify, YouTube Music, and Apple Podcasts as well. You guys can check it all in those links, or the links below, or the links on top. You can go to our Instagram, to the Border Hoppers, if I'm 100% sure. Yeah. So go. It's at the Border Hoppers, and follow us there too. The link tree is linked onto our Instagram as well. And you can go check on all the other social media we have. And again, thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of this video. Again, we're sorry for not making more episodes, but we are trying our best now. But thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, or afternoon, wherever you may live. And we'll see you in the next time, or we're going to see you next time on the Border Hoppers, or another episode of The Rant. And again, thank you guys so much. Stay safe out there.